Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Welcome back to Amarabharati Samskrita YouTube channel, where we learn CBSE NCERT Sanskrit lessons through English and Kannada languages. We are looking at the CBSE Class 8 Sanskrit textbook Ruchira. The second lesson, Dvitiyaha Pathaha, Bilasya Vaani na Kadaapi me Shrutaa. In that, we now look at the exercises along with the solutions with an English explanation. Ucharanam Kuruta. Pronounce these words. Kasmimschit Vichintya Sadhvidam Kshudhartaha Etachrutva Bhayasantrasta Manasam Simhapada Paddhatihi Samahvanam Pratidhvanihi. Once more. Kasmimschit Vichintya Sadhvidam Kshudhartaha Etachrutva Bhayasantrasta Manasam Simhapada Paddhatihi Samahvanam Pratidhvanihi. This is how you pronounce these 9 words. We go further. Ekapadena uttaram likhata. Answer in one word. Simhasya nama kim. What is the name of the lion? Answer is Kharanakaraha. Guhayaha Swami Kaha Asit. Who was the owner or the occupant of the cave? It is Dadhipuchhaha Namakaha Shrigalaha. Simhaha Kasmin Samaye Guhayaha Samipe Agataha. At what time did the lion come towards the cave? Suryasta Samaye, at the time of sunset. Hastapadadikaha Kriyaha Kesham na pravartante. The activities of the hands and legs, for whom do they not occur properly? Bhayasantrasta manasam. For those whose minds are engulfed in fear. Guha kena pratidhvanita. By what did the cave have an echo? Simhasya Ucha Garjanena. By the loud roar of the lion. Simhasya Ucha Garjanena. We go further. Purna Vakyena Uttarata. Answer the following questions in full sentences in Sanskrit. First one. Kharanakaraha Kutra Prativasati Sma. Where did Kharanakara live? Kharanakaraha Kasmimschit Vane Prativasati Sma. Mahatim Guham Drishtva Simha Kim Achintayat. On looking at a huge cave, what did the lion think in its mind? Mahatim Guham Drishtva Simha Achintayat Noonam Etasyam Guhayam Ratrau Kopi Jivaha Agachati Ataha Atra Eva Nigudho Bhutva Tisthami Iti. Shrigalaha Kim Achintayat. What did the jackal think? Shrigalaha Achintayat Noonam Asmin Bile Simha Asti Iti Tarkayami. Kim Karavani. What shall I do? I think there is a lion inside the cave. What shall I do is what the jackal thought. Shrigalaha Kutra Palaitaha. Where did the jackal run away? Shrigalaha Duram Palaitaha. Ran away far to a far distance. Guha Samipam Agatya Shrigalaha Kim Pashyati. On coming close to the cave, what did the jackal see? Guha Samipam Agatya Shrigalaha Pashyati Yat Simha Pada Paddhatihi Guhayam Pravishta Drishyate Nacha Bahiragata. Kaha Shobhate. Who will shine? Yaha Anagatam Kurute Saha Shobhate. So these are the 6 answers to the 6 questions on this page. We go further. Before we go to the next question, we need to know some interrogative words or questioning words. Kaha is who in masculine, ka is who in feminine, kim is what neuter, kutra is where, kati is how many, kada is when, kutaha is from where, katham is how, kimartham is why, kidrishaha is what kind of in masculine, kidrishi is what kind of in or what type of in feminine, kidrisham is what kind of what type of in neuter. We should also know some vibhaktis. Kim shabda pullinga, the 7 vibhakti forms. Kaha kauke, kam kaukan, kena kabhyam kaihi, kasmai kabhyam kebhyah, kasmat kabhyam kebhyah, kasya kayoho kesham, kasmin kayoho keshu. Kim shabda in strilinga is kake kaha, kam ke kaha, kaya kabhyam kabhihi, kasyai kabhyam kabhyah, kasyah kabhyam kabhyah, kasyah kayoh kasam, kasyam kayoh kasu. Kim shabda in napumsakalinga is kim ke kani, and the remaining will come like pullinga. Kena kabhyam kaihi, kasmai kabhyam kebhyah, kasmat kabhyam kebhyah, kasya kayoh kesham, kasmin kayoh keshu. Now we look at the question. Rekhankita padani adhritya prashna nirmanam kurata. Frame questions using the words underlined. Kshudartaha simhaha kutrapi aharam na praptavan. Kshudartaha is it's a kind mentioning a kind of type. So kidrishaha simhaha kutrapi aharam na praptavan. You should not forget the question mark. Kshudartaha becomes kidrishaha. Dadhipuchchaha nama Shrigalaha guhayaha swami asit. Dadhipuchchaha is kaha or ko nama Shrigalaha. Ko kaha nama Shrigalaha guhayaha swami asit. Next one. Esha guha swaminaha sada ahvanam karoti. Swaminaha is Shashti Vibhakti Pada. So Shashti Vibhakti Pada in Pullinga is Pratham Shashti Vibhakti in Ekavachana is Kasya. So it will become Esha Guha Kasya Sada Ahvanam Karoti. Bhayasantrasta Manasam Hastapadadikaha Kriyaha Na Pravartante. Kriyaha is the noun here and Hastapadadika is the adjective. So we should say what kind of work, what kind of kriyas. So kriyaha is a strilinga pada which is bahuvachana. So when you look at kidrishi shabda here, kidrishi is what kind of or what type of in feminine. Kidrishi, when it becomes bahuvachana, it will be like nadi nadyau nadyaha. So it will become kidrishyaha. Kidrishyaha kriyaha, or it can also be kaha kriyaha. You can also write like that. Kidrishyaha is how it will become. Nadi nadyau nadyaha kidrishi kidrishyau kidrishyaha, like that. Ahvanena Shrigalaha bile pravishya simhasya bhojyam bhavishyati. By inviting, the jackal will enter the cave and become the food of the lion. Bile means it's a saptami vibhakti pada which means indicating where. So we can say kutra for bile. Ahvanena Shrigalaha kutra pravishya simhasya bhojyam bhavishyati. Kutra is where does it enter. So you should not forget the question mark sign in all of these questions. We go further. Ghatanakramanusaram vakyani likhata. Arrange in chronological order in the order of occurrence of these events. So they have given 7 sentences, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to arrange in chronological order. We will show you the solution in the next page. First is the wandering. See, before you answer this question, try to convert these sentences into your own language. I have converted them to English and to Kannada, but you convert it into your own language, then you can easily arrange the sentences very easily. So I will show you the answers. The wandering lion was tormented by hunger. First is Ga. Paribhraman simha kshudarto jataha. Next, the lion saw a huge cave. Kha. Simha ekam mahatim guham apashyat. Next, the owner of the cave, a jackal by name Dadhipuchha, approached the cave. Ka. Guhayaha swami Dadhipuchha nama Shrigalaha samagachat. Next, the jackal concluded that someone is inside the cave. Guhayam kopi asti iti Shrigalasya vicharaha. Now we go further. The jackal started making a sound from afar. Gha. Durastha Shrigalaha ravam kartum arabdhaha. The lion invited the jackal. It should be a jackal, not a tiger. Simha Shrigalasya ahvanam akarot. Jackal, running from a far distance, recited a shloka. Duram palayamanaha Shrigalaha shlokam apathat. So this is the order. First you have Ga, Kha, Ka, Cha, then Gha, Nga, and Cha. You must make the correction. This is a this is not a tiger, this is a jackal. So sorry for that correction. We go further. Yatha nirdesham uttarata. Do as directed. Ekam mahatim guham drishtva saha achintayat. Asmin vakye kati visheshana padani sankhya saha padani api likhata. In this sentence, ekam mahatim guham drishtva saha achintayat. How many adjectives are there? And write these adjectives. Upon seeing a or one huge cave, he thought. So the adjectives are two adjectives. Answer: ekam mahatim, one, and big. These are the two adjectives for the word guham. Others are not adjectives in this particular sentence. Two adjectives, ekam and mahatim. So that is the answer to this question. Next, tadaham asya ahvanam karomi. Atra aham iti padam kasmai prayuktam. Tadaham asya ahvanam karomi. In this sentence, whom does the word aham, I, refer to? I will invite him. So it refers to the lion. Simhaya, it refers to the lion. Simhaya prayuktam, we should say. We go to the next one. Yadi tvam mam na ahvayasi asmin vakye kartripadam kim. Yadi tvam mam na ahvayasi. In this sentence, which is the kartripada, the subject, the doer. If you don't invite me, so you is the kartripada, the subject. So its answer is tvam. Tvam is the kartripada. Next, simha pada paddhatihi guhayam pravishta drishyate. Asmin vakye kriyapadam kim. Simha pada paddhatihi guhayam pravishta drishyate. In this sentence, which is the kriyapadam, the verb? Lion's footsteps are seen entering the cave. So seen is the kriyapadam. So drishyate is the kriyapadam. Now we go further. Vanetra samsthasya samagata jara. Asmin vakya avyaya padam kim. Vanetra samsthasya samagata jara. Vane atra samsthasya samagata jara. In this sentence, which is the avyaya padam, the indeclinable, for the one living here in this forest, old age has come. Atra is here. That is the kriya, that is the avyaya pada. Atra is the avyaya padam. So these are the 5 answers to this question, which is do as directed question. We go further. Now, before we go to the next question, I want to give you some small background. A sentence which has yadi will generally have tarhi in the same sentence to complete that sentence. These mean if and then yadi, tarhi. They come in pairs. Sometimes tarhi can be omitted, but if yadi, but if tarhi comes, yadi will certainly be there. Yadi and tarhi. If yadi comes, tarhi may or may not be there, but if tarhi is there, yadi will be there. If and then. A sentence which has yada will generally have tada in the same sentence to complete that sentence. These mean when and then. Tada is optional. When yada comes, tada may or may not be there, but when tada is there, yada will be there. So these pairs which come together are yadi, tarhi and yada, tada. Note that tarhi and tada are not mandatory, not compulsory. We go to the next question. Manjushataha avyaya padani chitva riktasthānāni purayata. Using the words in the box, fill in the blanks of the following paragraph. Let us look at the meanings of these words in the box, in the Manjusha. Nichaihi means down, tada means then, kaschana means someone, param means but or however, yadi means if, sahasa means quickly, tarhi means then, yada means when, cha is and, dure is far. Yadi, tarhi come together, yada, tada. You have yadi and tarhi and yada and tada. So they come together like this. Let us look at the answer to this question. Ekasmin vane dash vyadhaha kaschana vyadhaha jalam vistirya. In one forest, a certain hunter, he spread across a net. Vistirya dure sthitaha, he stood far. So kaschana is taken and dure is taken, he stood far away. Kramashaha akashat saparivaraha kapotarajaha nichaihi agachat. Kramashaha, over a period of time, from the sky, kapota birds along with the families came down. Yada kapotaha tandulan apashyan, when they saw rice grains, tada tesham lobho jataha, they became avaricious, they became greedy. Param raja sahamataha nasit, but the king was not happy, was not agreeable to that. Tasya yuktihi asit yadi vane kopi manushyah nasti. What was the idea of the king of the kapota birds was that yadi, one, if there is no man in the forest, tarhi tandulanam sambhavaha kaha. There is no, there should be, see, you should remember that there is a gap here. There should be a blank here, like a dotted line should be here. That's also a blank. So that's what we have filled here. Tarhi kutaha tandulanam sambhavaha. How will there be, if there is no human being in the forest, how will there be rice in the forest is the argument, is the discussion, is the idea in the head of the kapota bird, kapota king. Param, however, rajnyaha upadesham asvikritya kapotaha tandulan khaditum pravrittaha. However, the other birds did not accept the king's advice and started eating the rice grains. Jalecha nipatitaha, they fell into the trap or the net. Ataha uktam sahasa vidadhita nakriyam. One should not do without thinking. You should not do an activity immediately. You should think and do an activity. That is what is told in this. So these are the blanks in this particular paragraph, and this is how they have to be filled. So this brings me to the end of this particular video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Dvitiyaha pathaha Bilasya Vaani na Kadaapi me Shrutaa. So that completes this particular lesson, English explanation and English exercises. YouTube Amar Bharati Samskrita. Shubham Bhuyat, Mangalamastu, Shri Krishnarpanamastu.